the last morning with 9 sheep. Hello and welcome to Finland. If you are new here, my name is Herta and I make videos about living here in the Nordic countryside, making all kind of homesteading things for the very first time. And today it's all about something very big, namely slaughtering our own sheep. It's a bit dark here. However, in March we got 9 lambs, and today we are going to slaughter 2 of them. It's going to be very difficult, very hard, but that's how the life is here in Homestead. Lempi the mom sheep is staying, but the boy lambs are going. And why is it so hard? First of all, we got to witness the birth of the lambs. We have been with them every day since over 6 months now. We have been cutting them. They have been like, I don't say pets, because they are still farm animals, but yet they have been a part of our daily life for such a long time. Very loved ones. But then, on the other hand, it also makes it a nicer thing to do, because, like I've told, we don't want to eat meat which we don't know where it's coming from, under which conditions the animals are living, and so on. That's why eating meat which has been growing on your backyard, which you have been seeing what kind of life it has been living and so on, yeah, it's nicer. And why is it also going to be very hard is that we have never done it before. Last year we luckily got a slaughter who made it, but he said that he's already 80 years old, so he doesn't know if he's going to be able to do it next year. So we have to do it by ourselves. But it was a thing which we have been planning, that at some point we are going to do it by ourselves. As it then came this quickly, well, it wasn't planned, but now we are going to go through it. Let's see how everything is going to be. If you don't want to see any cruel details, no worries, I'll just tell you something. We wanted to do it so that the sheep don't have to feel any stress. That's why we did everything at home and drove to the slaughterhouse at first when the blood had been drained. At the hunting cottage we first put everything ready for hanging and picked then the first lamb. They were already quite big boys, means not very light to carry. At first you have to cut the back legs so that you can hang the sheep. And after that you start to remove the skin. We will work them as well, but in the spring first. After the skin is removed, you continue cutting all the other parts. All the innards will be removed and all the parts like legs, head and stuff like that, which you will not eat. So back home again. It was a hard job and removing the skin and cutting the sheep, or there were 2 lambs. It took us 3 hours, but we are quite satisfied because it wasn't that bad like we were afraid of. So we are not going to be slaughtered. It's not going to be our profession, but slaughtering our own animals, it's not a problem. And that makes us quite happy to know, because it's something what you have to try at first if you are able to do it. And yeah, it was a bit weird, but it wasn't that bad. And now we are going to work the inwards, and then the dog and the cats are getting the stuff which we are not eating, and the lambs are now hanging in the slaughter cottage, and then it's so warm that we will probably cut them tomorrow already. It would be good if they would be hanging a bit longer, but it's so warm that it's not possible. Yeah, and now I have to drive to the husky farm. Day 2 means the cutting day. There are certain steps which you should follow. Stefan had learned everything mostly from YouTube. It's really amazing what everything is possible today. We cut the lambs quite rough and made lots of mincemeat, because it was our first time and mincemeat is easy to make. And because it's so useful for so many things which we are cooking very often, where we usually use soya meat, which is once again not the healthiest one to use that much. That's why the cutting was really exhausting and it took us 7 hours. But now we have the freezer a bit fuller again. Boys were both from Pilvi, and I think she's still searching for them. So, I hope you liked this video, even though the theme topic wasn't maybe the most nicest one, but it makes us quite happy that we were able to do those kind of things, because like I said, you can't know it before you do it, and like I also said, it wasn't the nicest thing to do, but I also think that there are not only nice things in the life, but otherwise the life with these sweet sheep is so nice that slaughtering once a year is not that big problem, I would say. Of course, if you could calculate, then to pursuit. Then you also notice that we still have 3 more lamps. The girls are still here, so I hope she's not breathing too loud. Yeah, the girls are still here. That means we still have some more slaughtering to do. But the weather should be a bit colder for that one, so that we could maybe let the sheep hang a bit longer. They are so curious, sheep. They always want to know what's happening. In the last slaughtering video last year, I told you what are the future plans with our sheep, and we have the same plans now. So we are still keeping the 3 mom lambs, mom sheep, and then we will see in the spring, in March or so, if we are getting new lambs again. It's gonna be exciting again to see. And another thing which I'm hoping is that the sheep stay as healthy as they have been until now, because it has been really nice that we haven't been having any problems at all. If I say it now loud, then it probably comes. Yeah, because like also the birth of these 5 lambs, everything worked out so well. So that's something what I'm hoping for. And otherwise, their sheep house is already clean for the winter, and we just have to share the sheep so that they can grow a really nice winter jacket which warms them in the winter time. So I once saw a really nice video about how if you have your farm animals which you are then slaughtering, it's a bit like you offer them security, you offer them love, you offer them a very nice life, and for that you get them then their meat. And that's also something what I'm trying to think, that also the lambs, they got to spend their whole life with their moms, and otherwise as well. I'm not saying that I have to find some excuses or so. I just it was just a thought what I hadn't been thinking about until I saw that video. Yeah, but now the girls are coming, so I think I have to say that if you liked the video, then or write a comment or so. Yeah, then otherwise I wish everyone a nice weekend, and we will see us in next time again. Bye bye.